What is up, fans and viewers? This is TheAireaidLord, and I have a gaming update, my informational video series coming to you. Well, today is actually the 29th of April, 2012, but I'm not going to upload it on Sunday. I'm going to upload it on Monday, the 30th, but I have stuff going on, so I don't actually have time to make this video tomorrow, so I'm going to be making it now, okay? So, gaming update, as usual, I'm going to be talking about things that have happened, and I'm going to be basically giving you guys an outline for what you can expect on the channel. And before I actually get into the meat of the gaming update, I do want to say a special thank you, a huge thank you actually, to everyone who commented and participated and basically voiced their opinion on my channel status video. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a video that I made after I did the first 10 videos of Prototype 2. I made a channel status video which basically voiced my opinions on how I think the channel has done, why I think there's less viewership than there necessarily was in late 2011, early 2012, the first 2 months, I have to say. And it was like a 25-minute video of me basically just giving my thoughts over what had happened on the channel, you know, just with me basically trying to, you know, do well on YouTube and please the fans, and basically what I'm seeing in terms of pretty much my feedback and also my views. So that was basically the video that I made, and I got so many comments, so many, you know, likes, and so much participation. And I have to say thank you. You guys really had some great suggestions. And later on in this video, I'm actually going to talk about some of those suggestions, and I'm going to tell all of you guys what I've actually decided with the suggestions that you've given me, because you've actually given me some good suggestions. So I'm going to be taking them into consideration. I'm going to talk about each one. There were some specific suggestions that I received, and I'm going to be talking about them later in the gaming update. But before I get to that, I'm going to just recap 2 games that I played in the past 2 weeks, because this is actually the first gaming update in a long time. And then I'll tell you guys the 3 games that I have planned for May. The month of May, there are 3 games coming out that I'm going to be playing, and I want to tell you how I'm going to be tackling it, okay? And then I'm going to plug a gaming convention I'm going to in June, and then I will talk about my acting role in a web series that my friend has, which I will be discussing later on as well. Alright? So first, what have I been doing on the channel? Well, the first thing I did was, back 2 weeks ago, the week that I had a lot of free time on my hands and there weren't any games coming out, I actually played and completed Operation Raccoon City, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. And this, for those of you, oh my god, I'm fucking up my English. For those of you who watched this playthrough, basically you'll know that I started this game in late March, and I had originally done it with 3 commentators whose names I'm not going to mention, but basically, to make it long story short, I got into an argument with them over scheduling, and it basically resulted in me not playing with them anymore. So I was struggling the rest of April and the end of March to figure out how I was going to complete Raccoon City. And then out of nowhere, 2 weeks ago, my friend Tyler, who is an old friend of mine from my personal life, who, when I used to live in New Jersey, I actually was really good friends with him, and then I moved, and I haven't seen him in a really long time. But he actually messaged me on Xbox and said, "Hey, I've seen your YouTube channel, it's really cool, do you want to do some co-op?" And I'm like, well, the only game that I have on hold right now is Operation Raccoon City. And he's like, "Oh, perfect, I just completed the game, I know all about it, so I can help you." So I was like, you know what, that's perfect. I can finish Raccoon City. It'll no longer be a lingering playthrough, because as you know, a couple of weeks ago at the beginning of April, I finished Saints Row the Third with my fan and friend, The Reaper, who really was a large contributor to that playthrough, because originally I was doing it with Wadham Top Dog, and because of stuff that's been going on with him, he just wasn't able to finish the game with me. So the Reaper was able to finish that with me, and he actually helped me along my playthrough. Same thing with Tyler. He was able to help me with Operation Raccoon City, and we completed it. We completed the story, and we also did, there's 2 optional levels at the end of Operation Raccoon City. You basically have a choice of whether you want to kill one of the main characters from the Resident Evil series or if you want to keep them alive. We went with the killing route just because we were so frustrated with the game by the end of the playthrough. Not to mention Chapter 5 glitched out. So that was basically it. I finished the campaign. I finished all 6 or 7 chapters of the game, and I know there's multiplayer, but I just didn't get to it just because I was angry at the game and I didn't have time to do it. So I sold the game. I no longer have Raccoon City. It is now a GameStop. I actually got like 25 bucks off of it, which was a really good deal, and it actually, because of the fact that I sold that game and some of my other games, I actually got Prototype 2 completely for free because all of the costs lowered it to like $0, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I finally finished Operation Raccoon City, so I think I put it in a playlist, so go check out the channel if you're interested in watching that playthrough. The first 6 videos are with the 3 commentators that I originally started it with, and then videos 7 through 19 are with Tyler, alright? So it's just me and him and the 2 AI components, okay? So that was Operation Raccoon City. And then this week, or last week, Prototype 2 came out, which was a game I was really hyped for because I played the first one, I loved the first one, I beat it on the hardest difficulty, and I thought it was a great game, so I was really looking forward to this one. And yesterday I actually completed it. It was 59 videos, so there are 59 videos of Prototype 2. I'm in the process of putting them in a playlist, and they should be up on my channel as well. So it was a really fun playthrough. I gave Prototype 2 an 8.5, so I thought the game was really fun. It was an awesome experience, and I think you should all buy it if you have a 360 or PlayStation 3. So yeah, that was Prototype 2. So that was basically it. And then obviously there was my channel status video, which I'm going to talk about right now, okay? So in my channel status video, it was basically, I'm not going to say the whole thing, it's going to take way too long, but it was just basically me reviewing what my feelings were on the channel. And basically, I had fans tell me what they think I should do in the future. So they gave me some suggestions, okay? One of the suggestions was, you should do, actually, let me bring it up on my computer. I'll read some of the comments to you if you would like, because I'm sure some of you will recognize your names if I do read some of these comments off, which would be pretty cool. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find this fucking video. I don't want to wait too long here, but alright, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Channel status, feedbacks needed, blah blah blah. That was the name of the video. So one of the things I did talk about was the fact that there are so many people on YouTube and how I'm trying to differentiate myself. And some people have suggested that I do PC games, and this is something that I've actually wanted to do for a long time. Unfortunately, my computer, well, I have a laptop right here, okay? I use my laptop to upload all my videos, and I keep all my personal files and everything on it. That's basically my computer, my laptop. I do have an actual PC computer, however, the computer is basically fried down to the freaking motherboard, and it basically can't run too many applications at once, okay? So if you were to open multiple tabs of Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Google Chrome, it would basically have a very hard time trying to process all of that storage capacity. So it's really not easy for me to do something like that, for me to play. Like, for example, Age of Empires, The Age of Kings is one of my favorite real-time strategy games of all time. I really loved it when I was playing in the PC era of games, and I've wanted to do a playthrough of it on my channel. And, well, actually, not really a playthrough. There's not really a campaign to it. It's really just random missions that you can do if you want to. And the online component's obviously a big thing, but I don't think anyone's doing online anymore since it's so old. But I've wanted to do PC gaming like that for a long time. Maybe just show Age of Empires since I love the game so much. And some fans have actually suggested if I bring my computer up into this room, because it's not in this room right now, it's all the way downstairs. So if I were to bring that computer up here, I could hook it up through an HDMI cable to my TV. So then when I play Age of Empires, it'll be on this TV. So then I can do the same thing that I'm doing now. I can have the camera film my TV screen, and that way I don't have to record it with Fraps or an HD PVR, because I was thinking, I'm like, well, the only logical way I could actually film a PC game would be to do Fraps or some sort of HD PVR, which I usually don't do, but I was like, you know what, it's the only way I can do it. However, now that I've received some feedback on the fact that I can actually hook it up to my TV, it might work. Maybe. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff going on right now, so I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime soon. Possibly, like, I could see that happening, I don't know, if I have any time at the end of 2012, maybe like, I'd say how about August? Well, I'm going to give you that time. At the end of August, when I come back to this house from my summer house, I might be able to bring my computer and put it in this room, and I might be able to do some Age of Empires footage. So I will throw that out there. I don't know if it's official, but I will say that really quick, okay? So that's something I want to do for diversity, okay? Another thing people have suggested I do on my channel is fighting games. Now, I've never been into fighting games. The only time I've ever heard of them was Street Fighter, when Phil started playing it, my friend Phil. And, I mean, I purchased Street Fighter 4 2 years ago, and I tried to play it, and I wasn't good at it, so I sold it, and I don't think I'm going to really do fighting games, but it's definitely a good suggestion. I mean, and some people have said, like, give me suggestions like, oh, play games that you want to play, you know, and that's usually my philosophy. The games that I play are usually only games that I think I would be interested in, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely trying to play games that I think people are going to like. For instance, Ratchet & Clank HD Collection is one game I'm going to be playing in May, so I think people will enjoy that. But those are just some of the comments I've received. You know, PC gaming, play fighting games, play games that only you like, don't play every single game. People have said, you know, if you do playthroughs of all these games that, you know, your friend Phil does, because Phil does all of these playthroughs, my friend Phil on YouTube, he does all these playthroughs, and he obviously has a large audience, and people think that I'm competing with him. I'm not really competing with him, but I guess it sometimes unfortunately happens just because we're sponsoring each other's content, and people are fans of both of ours, so they, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, they know Phil more, or they might, it's hard to watch both of our content, you know, so they suggested to me, do games that he's not going to do. Like, I know for a fact that he's not going to do Ratchet & Clank HD Collection. He never played it. I played it when I was younger, and that's something I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. But yeah, those are just some suggestions, and again, I thank everyone for making the suggestions. I'll definitely take them to heart, and I'll definitely try to do something. Again, just like you heard with Age of Empires, I'm going to try to bring my computer up into this room in late August when I come back, and I will try at my very best to hook it up to my TV. A fan of mine actually sent me instructions on how to hook it up to the TV, which I still don't understand how to do. I have to look under my computer and look at what kind of model it is and buy like a cable. It's like $5. It's going to take a lot, just to tell you that right now. And, you know, I really wish, you know, someone could personally help me, like in person. You know, maybe, you know, Phil uses this setup. He has a gaming PC, which he hooks up to his TV. I don't have a gaming PC, but I will definitely try in late August if I have time. If I don't, then oh well, but I'll definitely try because it seems like it's something that I definitely want to do it, and it looks like some fans are interested in it as well, so. Okay, that's just the video that I made, alright? And I thank, again, I thank you all for making those suggestions, okay? So, what games and what stuff is going to be coming up on the channel in the future, okay? So, first of all, I want to announce that this Thursday, I am going to be doing my next fan mail episode, which is episode 4, and I know that it is going to be late. I mean, originally I had wanted to do it for last week, but I just got caught up with Prototype, so I don't know, should I keep it in April? I usually like to do at least one of these once a month, so maybe I should do maybe Tuesday? Why don't we say maybe Tuesday, April 30th? I'll do episode 3, or maybe I don't know, Tuesday or Thursday, okay? Tuesday the 30th or May, let me see what day that is. May what? That would be May 3rd. So May 3rd, 2012 already. Oh my God, we're already in May. But May 3rd. If you want to send questions, send them over to TheAireaidLord. That's my PlayStation name. It's spelled the same way as Xbox and YouTube. So send your questions over there if you have any, and I would be happy to answer them. Some people have already sent questions to the PlayStation account, and they've all been saved, so go send them over on the PlayStation Network if you have any questions. This is episode 4. It's on the PlayStation 3, and I think it's going to be cool. So do send your questions over if you have any, okay? Alright, what else? Three games that are coming out in May that I want to talk about. The first one is Tom Clancy's Future Soldier, which I saw at PAX East, and I'm definitely going to be trying it out. I've never heard anything about this game. I know it's some sort of, I guess, Future Soldier, which is like future warfare technology. I don't know, I'll try it. It comes out a week before Max Payne 3, which is obviously the second game I'm going to be playing. Max Payne 3 comes out the weekend of, it comes out on Tuesday the 15th of May. I will start playing it that week. And then the third game that comes out is Ratchet & Clank HD Collection, which comes out May 18th, which is a Friday, but it only comes out in Europe on May 18th. So basically, if you haven't been following along, what I'm doing, there's a guy who interviewed me on the King of Hate podcast a couple of weeks ago, which I have in my favorite section, and his name is Harrison. His real name's Harrison, but his YouTube name's like Hazer or something. Hayes31R, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but basically he lives in England, and he agreed to, when I ship the game to him in England, he would agree to ship the game over to the United States where I live, and he would be able to get me that game so I can play Ratchet & Clank HD Collection, because just like I've said in the past, Insomniac decided to go with this stupid decision to release Ratchet & Clank HD Collection in Europe before North America. And the only reason I'm complaining about that is because Insomniac is a North American company. They never started in Europe first, and usually it makes sense to release North American products before Europe products. Not that I'm choosing a country over another country. It's just, it's logical in the way that things have gone so far, alright? Usually these companies release products in North America first, but for some stupid reason, Europe doesn't get it. And then, to make up for it, they say, oh, wait a minute, all of you Ratchet & Clank fans in North America, you guys get a special surprise since you guys have to wait 4 months, because the game doesn't come out until September 1st in America. So I think it's stupid, and I think it's dumb we have to wait 4 months, so I'm not waiting, and I don't care about the special surprise, because Europe fans will probably be pissed too. Europe fans are like, wait a minute, why don't we get the special surprise? And then American fans are like, well, wait a minute, why do we have to wait 4 months? So basically, Insomniac, you're giving the middle finger to both Europe and North American fans. So congratulations. So I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but whatever. So that's just my plan with the Ratchet & Clank HD Collection. I'm going to be playing it, the European version, and it is region-free. I didn't even know this existed, but apparently if you order games from other countries, you can't play them on your system just because of the region lock. But PlayStation 3 does not have region lock. I think the Xbox 360 does, but since Ratchet & Clank HD Collection is obviously for the PlayStation, since it came out on the PS2 10 years ago, lucky for me, no region lock. So I can actually play a Europe version of Ratchet & Clank HD Collection on my PlayStation 3, which is an American system. So all is good. I will be able to do the playthrough. This is how it's going to be, okay? Just to give you a general idea, okay? Tom Clancy's Future Soldier comes out the week of May 7th to the 12th. So May 8th is when Tom Clancy's Future Soldier comes out. I will try to play it and beat it in that week. I don't know if I will, but I will definitely try. Then the next weekend, Max Payne 3 comes out. It's made by Rockstar, so I have to assume it's going to be a long game. So I will do as much of it as I can during the weekend and during that period of time, and then I will stop it. And then Ratchet & Clank HD Collection comes out on May 18th. Basically what's happening is my friend and fan, the Harrison guy, is going to be receiving it on May 18th, and then he's going to be shipping it that date to the United States. So I don't know how long it takes for international shipping, but it would probably take, I guess, maybe a week or a couple of days. So probably the next week, if not the week after at the latest. So probably I would start the playthrough towards the end of May for the Ratchet & Clank HD Collection, and that will give me some time to finish Tom Clancy's Future Soldier and Max Payne 3. Okay, so that's my plan. Basically, I will be waiting for Ratchet & in my opinion, that's the game I'm waiting for the most. I really loved Ratchet & Clank, and I can't wait to play it. Basically, I'm going to be waiting for the month of May until I get my game from my friend. He said he's going to do everything in his power to get the game to me as soon as possible, so I'm trusting him to do that. But basically, until I wait for that game to ship, in the meantime, I'm going to be playing Tom Clancy's Future Soldier and Max Payne 3 to pass the time, okay? Those games will be filler content. until Ratchet & Clank HD Collection ships. And hopefully I will finish both Max Payne 3 and Tom Clancy's Future Soldier before Ratchet & Clank HD Collection comes. So then when the collection comes out and I receive it, like in the mail, I'll have to keep checking my mailbox. When it finally comes in the mail from my fan who shipped it to me, then I can start playing it as soon as possible, and I can do the first 3 games, just like the Jak and Daxter HD Collection. This collection has Ratchet & Clanks 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't have the 4th game, unfortunately, and I don't think the Americans get it either for the prize, but that's okay. And yeah, so I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that, okay? That is May. That is the month of May for my channel. That's what I'm doing, okay? Tom Clancy's Future Soldier first, Max Payne 3. Those games I will be playing until I get Ratchet & Clank HD Collection. As soon as I get the HD Collection, I will be doing an unboxing video, and I will be doing a playthrough, just like I did for Jak and Daxter. It's going to be exactly the same as my Jak and Daxter playthrough. I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to show you guys all 3 of the original Ratchet & Clank games that I still have stored away for my PlayStation 2, and then I will do a playthrough of all 3 games. And I'm really hoping this gets fan reaction, just like the Jak and Daxter playthrough. I got a massive fan reaction. It's my top playthrough on my channel to date, so I'm really looking forward to the Ratchet & Clank series, because it's basically the rival. It's the unofficial rival to Jak and Daxter, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how people like this playthrough in comparison to Jak and Daxter, okay? So that is the month of May. Now, let's move on to June. I don't know if there are any games that are coming out in June that I want to play. Obviously, I will be finishing up any games from May that I did not finish in the beginning of June, but if there are some games in June that I'm interested in, then I will see if I can. Right now, it doesn't look like there are any games that I'm going to be interested in for June. The one thing I'm going to be focusing on in June is TooManyGames, which is a gaming convention in Oaks, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia. It will be held from June 15th to the 17th, and I'm going to talk about this convention in every gaming update from now until obviously June 15th, because more information is going to be released as the date approaches. But right now, my friends Phil, John Rambo, OJ, and even Phil's girlfriend is actually going to this. So I have a whole bunch of my friends who are going to this convention. They're going to have a vendor table where they're selling all sorts of merchandise for the series that they support. And also, I will be selling my novel at the table in case you want a copy of the book I wrote. And you can also meet and greet. You can get autographs from any of us. We're not going to charge for autographs, and I think that's going to be really, really cool. And I'm going to be hanging around with those guys the entire time during the convention. I might enter some tournaments. I'm definitely going to be getting some custom. I'm going to be getting some custom artwork. I sent some people on my email. I actually sent them messages asking for custom artwork. I sent these guys emails from TooManyGames the prior year, because Phil went to TooManyGames in 2011. So I asked him for some of the contact numbers for some of these painters, and basically these painters make all of this custom art, and I have some creations on my wall right now from MagFest and New York Comic Con. I'm looking to fill my wall with more of this video game art because I don't really have much of it. I only have 2 creations so far, and I think it really looks cool. At PAX East, I was really hoping that there would be some, but of course PAX East was commercial and they didn't have any, unfortunately. So TooManyGames, I'm going to it in the middle of June, so definitely look forward to that. I'm going to have a whole bunch of footage. It's going to take a long time for me to drive out to the Oaks, Pennsylvania area, but that's okay. I'm going to have a lot of fun with my friends, and I think you guys are going to enjoy the footage, just like MagFest, okay? And now the last thing I want to mention, I'm going to keep talking about my summer plans, but really briefly before I stop the video, I'm going to talk about my Project 7 involvement. Project 7 is a web series that my friend Phil and his friends, Howard and John Rambo, have basically created. It's a series that Phil thought of 2 years ago, and he was able to evolve it into a series that, it's almost like a fan fiction series that a lot of people have enjoyed so far. And he's looking for additional actors, and I was one of the people that he wanted to be in it. So I will be an actor on Project 7, the web series. So you will see me in person on the series. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what my role is, but I definitely think it's going to be fun when I get to that point. And then I also have my Gauntlet Dark Legacy classic playthrough. That was another thing that people were suggesting. Fans who left suggestions were saying that I should play more classic games. Well, I have Ratchet & Clank HD Collection coming in May, and I also have Gauntlet Dark Legacy, which does not have an HD collection, but I'm going to be doing it on the PlayStation 2. I'm doing it with my two brothers and my father, it's basically going to be like a family co-op playthrough, and I think that's going to be really interesting. All three of these people who have been on my channel in some way, shape, or form in different playthroughs. My little brother was on the Halo co-op, my other brother was on the Modern Warfare 3 co-op, and then my father's been going with me to some of these gaming conventions. So, you'll get to see all of them for the playthrough, and I think it's going to be fun. So those are my plans in a nutshell. The main purpose of the gaming update is to tell you guys about May. May is the big factor right now because basically 3 games come out. I'm going to be waiting for the Ratchet & Clank collection to be shipped to my house, and in the meantime I will be finishing Tom Clancy's Future Soldier and also Max Payne 3. Also Starhawk, the game Starhawk comes out. I don't know if I'm going to be getting it. I might be getting it. So do stay tuned to see if I will be getting it. I don't know if I will. I have to see if it fits in. But right now my schedule is all filled up with the games that I just mentioned. Okay, so this is the TheAireaidLord. I will see you guys later. Thanks for sticking in this very long channel update. Yeah, I said channel update. Great, now I'm going to get 100 dislikes just because I said channel update. Gaming update. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the gaming update. Thank you for your comments that you left on my video that I made. It really makes me feel good, and it makes me feel good that I can keep doing this commentary for a long time in the future. So, that's it. See you guys later.